какой интересный YouTube? Наверное, на мой. Ну, это как бы с BitCLout. Если мы на отдельной странице будем, все будет работать. Мы заимбедим. Ты понимаешь, да, о чем происходит? Чтобы ты тоже понимал. Your channel. Во, отлично работает. Идет, бежит. У меня 69 субскрайберов. Так, и сюда.
69, какое число?
Ну, это как бы с BitCLout. Если мы на отдельной странице будем, все будет работать. Мы заимбедим. Почему есть моя морда? Так. Короче, наверное, как вот это сделать, как у этого стрима, edit видео, сделать обложку правильную. Ищем вместе, thumbnail. Save. Отлично. Надеюсь, BitCLout не кэширует, как, сука, Facebook. Сейчас мы это проверим. Сохранил? Надеюсь, BitCLout не кэширует, как, сука, Facebook. Сейчас мы это проверим. Сохранил?
Ну, хочешь, я там посижу?
Ну, а он закэшировал.
Ага.
Но сейчас мы это поправим. Потому что вот, thumbnail, that shows in your video. Good thumbnail, stand out и всякое. Вот тут уже ты, видишь?
Да.
Вроде все нормально.
Ну, ничего страшного, буду...
Ну это странно, я же ему послал.
Ну да, понятно, но придется. У тебя классный кавер.
Айк. Так. Ну, пожалуйста.
Время есть еще просраться. Время есть еще чуть-чуть просраться.
Ну, по идее, ты имбет, он должен сюда закинуть. Так, ну в принципе, где твой телефон?
Перед тобой лежит.
Вот этот?
Нет, это твой. Это твой. Вот это мой.
Все, сейчас подключаем тебя. Clubhouse. Подключено. Все проверяем. Я сейчас могу начать пока комнату закрытую запустить. Давай. Где твой телефон? Потихонечку будем все разворачивать. Так, я запускаю комнату тогда. Я сделаю пока open for members only. Да?
Давай.
Так. Start the room. Комната началась. Так, ну, наверное, тебе зайти нужно туда тоже. Добавим.
Вот, где громкость на фон.
Вот это.
Так. Я пока свою громкость уберу, позову BitCLout радио. О, Алин пришла.
Привет, Алин.
Ты ее слышишь, все хорошо?
Нет, не слышу. Она не на сцене еще.
Ну да, позови. Я пока свою громкость уберу, позову BitCLout радио.
Все, там стрим есть.
О, Алин пришла.
Так я не модератор у себя в комнате.
Бейк и модератор.
Замечательно.
Готово?
Ты ее слышишь, все хорошо?
Там что у нас, ребята?
Привет, ребят. Я тихо посижу, я работаю.
Позови.
Ну чего,
Отсюда все.
мы тут пока
Окей.
тестируем, так что если можешь чуть-чуть нам
Ну окей.
сказать громко, тихо, как нас слышно, будем очень признательны.
Ну, пока слышно, как обычно, нормально.
Супер.
Привет, ребят. Я тихо посижу, я работаю.
Александра, я как в прямом эфире буду звать?
Да,
Мы тут
ссылку
пока
кинь.
тестируем,
Вот,
так что
вот эти
если
вот
можешь
можем уже
чуть-чуть
кинуть ссылку.
Ну,
Скажи, что
сказать
надо
громко, тихо, как нас слышно, будем очень признательны.
Ну, пока слышно, как обычно, нормально.
Супер.
Привет, ребят. Я тихо посижу, я работаю.
Да, ссылку мы кинь. Вот, вот можем уже кинуть ссылку.
Ну, сказать громко, тихо, как нас слышно, будем очень признательны.
Пока слышно, как обычно, нормально.
А где я залогинил у тебя, Диана?
В хроме.
Микрофончик включи, это тебя не слышно.
Включила. Так.
Супер. All good. Скажи, как пост сделаешь, ладно?
Угу.
Так. Алин, как дела у тебя?
Включила.
Так, секунду, ты со мной говорил?
Супер. Да, спросил, как у тебя дела. All good.
Слушай, нормально, я...
Скажи, как пост сделаешь, ладно?
Угу.
Так. Алин, как дела у тебя? Дянчик, ты там выключи звук на стриме. Ну, в смысле, в этом, в Vimeo, в YouTube
Так,
или
секунду, ты
откуда
со
там
мной
идет.
говорил?
Да, спросил, как у тебя дела.
Слушай, нормально, я...
Ну а что?
Да, выключила.
Да, все.
Тык.
Ну вот, мне еще и позвонили по дороге, поэтому...
Ну хорошо. Мы в принципе, мы тестируем наши донейшены и пробуем делать стримы одновременно на Clubhouse и на YouTube, например. Hi, Ali.
поняла тебя.
Hey, how's it going?
We getting ready for the stream. Diana should send you a link to join the video.
Yeah, I just did on BitCLout. Literally
Yeah.
just pressed send.
And please post a cloud on my.
Also done.
Okay, so Ali, let me know when you will open this link and we'll join Diana and we will open the room and we'll start.
Give me like 3 or 4 minutes. Is that fine?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
No
worries.
rush.
But Diana, you already live on a BitCLout. I will start.
Cool. I can play with my different screens, different scenes.
Actually, thumbnail is right on my side. All good. I see you.
Cool. I see.
You should speak something. You're live.
Okay, so I guess I figured out everything. So I have these three scenes, and one of them is my feed on BitCLout. The other one is the guest we're waiting, and the third one is just me and Clubhouse. So whenever everyone's ready, we can open up the room. And can you bring me some water, please?
Sure.
Thanks.
Diana, you're live on YouTube, and all this thing will be in video. So please continue something.
Well, I can tell about myself. Thanks. So, my name's Diana, and I'm a designer. Also, startup fellow, and I'm now running 2 startups here on BitCLout. One is Stream Dream, which is a live streaming platform for interactive events. We are going live in a couple of weeks. Now we're in testing. And the other one is a small exchange for creators where I exchange little amounts from BitCLout to USDT and back. So that's what I do. I've been here for 47 days, I checked, and it's going great. So if anyone wants to join me on the stage, please raise your hand and we can have a chat.
And I'll be there in 3 minutes. I'm just putting out some sunscreen on my face.
Sure. So here on the stage is Ali Alexander. You might know him on. You must know him on BitCLout. He's one of the top users who's very active and very helpful to the community. And next to me is also Alisher. He's my fiance and my partner in crime, and in general, we do everything together. So we are both UX designers by craft and startup fellows by calling, I would say. So he's also running a couple of projects here on BitCLout. One is going live very soon. It's called Pay with BitCLout, and maybe he'd like to tell you something about it. Let me see. Alisher?
Yeah, why no? While we're waiting for Ali, it's actually a super simple one-page marketplace. But this page can create any creator on BitCLout, and they can upload their digital assets. It can be anything. It can be animation, video. It can be image. It can be GIF. It can be actually anything you can do digitally, and then they can set up a number of copies they want to sell. They can set up a price, and they can share a link with community. Then community can buy these copies, and creator will be paid in BitCLout right into their wallets. This is it. Super simple.
Thanks, Alisher. I've opened Pay with BitCLout page on BitCLout on my screen. If anyone wants to check it out, it's at Pay with BitCLout service, and it's also paywithbitclout.io where you can sign up to beta testers. We have a list there where you can put your email and BitCLout handle, and if you invite a couple of your friends, you will be pushed up the list. So a few people from that list are already on our Discord server, and you can be next. So that's that. What else can I tell you about our projects?
Please tell about our giveaway today.
Oh, sure. So we've decided to make it a little bit more interesting and give away 1 BitCLout in the end of our stream to one of the lucky fellas who's gonna BitCLout the stream and tag 3 of their friends.
Yeah, I want to mention that we same time live on a Clubhouse and live on a BitCloud through YouTube. So if you will open my, for example, profile or pay or not pay, but BitCloud donations page, you will see the stream as well. You can see Diana live in front of the camera in BitCloud right now.
Thanks. It's my first time streaming on camera, even though we've been doing this for over a year, streaming other artists. This is my first time solo on camera, so no judgment.
No worries. You're doing great.
That's funny. Okay, so what link should I be joining?
So I sent you a link on BitClout, and you would join me inside the stream.
Okay. Can you send it again? Because it says I have 2 new messages, but none of them are showing up. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's because of my iPad.
Sure. I'll do it right now.
Wow, it's so cool. Actually, I think we did it because if all works good, you should hear me on YouTube as well. So it's like a restreaming from Clubhouse to YouTube and from YouTube to Clubhouse. Super cool.
Okay, I'll share while I'm resending the link. Can you tell about Stream Dream streams that we've done last year for the artist community?
I mostly want to speak about another project about BitClout donations. That's why we are here right now, because we did a super simple project for streamers that allows them to put a web overlay into their streams. They can do it in any streaming software like OBS or others like Livestream or Vimeo. And if someone will send them tips to their wallet or even buy their coins, it will be visible in the stream. These things very popular through gamers on Twitch. They use it I know some projects called TP-Stream and Streamlabs and donation alerts as well. But we work only with BitClout. So if someone sends you BitClout, their name and amount will be visible. And we're testing it right now. If you will open our video stream, you will see that someone, unknown please, it's one of our developers, bought some coins of Diana, and it's in the running string in the bottom of the stream. This is how it works. And one of idea to make it is just to test it and just to show you how you can easily earn BitClouts just by streaming interesting things, telling stories and news, and be rewarded from your community.
Howdy.
Hey. Nice to see you in person.
You too. I guess on BitCLout, I don't do video that much.
Nice. Well, it's very hard to imagine people. We've only been seeing for 2 months. Everybody's avatars in different digitalized, non-digitalized, in GIF format, all sorts of things. But to see someone live is really exciting. You actually
it's very, very true.
True connection to the person.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is cool, seeing it kind of live stream across the screen.
Yeah, that's what Ali and the guys done, and I'm super happy they're doing it. So that's one of the things we have here. Other thing is when sorry, I just froze for a moment. I can share a couple of other things. I can share a link if you send me. It will come up like that, and I can also go solo. Whatever.
Nice.
So let's chat about BitCLout.
Yeah. So you've been on, you said, for 47 days?
Yes, and I checked, you were here for 55 days. I did a lot of scrolling down your feed to find that number. You're very active.
Yeah, I guess I put out a lot of content, but there's people who put out even more, and mine are mixed between some useful stuff and then emotional stuff. You know, I'm a very emotive person. So, but I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun, and I think that the people who stick through it and kind of this lull in user growth, we're going to be rewarded in the future, whether that's on this platform or whatever develops out of it. Because what we do know is that the community is working, even if the platform's not working. This international community of risk takers, it's certainly working.
Yeah, I feel totally the same way. It's the early adopters that are super active. I've never seen a community this active online anywhere. I've seen this in person in like accelerators and things like that, but not on the internet.
So, yeah, it's very true. So what is it like working with your fiance or side by side with your fiance on these projects that also require your heart? Do you feel sometimes like the project gets more of your heart than your fiance, or vice versa? You get jealous when he gives more of his soul to one of the projects than attention to you?
Well, I think we're coping quite well. We find balance, but yeah, sometimes I like to sleep longer, and he's super hyped about everything that's happening on BitCLout, so he barely sleeps, and yeah, sometimes I get to not get enough sleep.
But I like to sleep in too sometimes.
That's fine. I love the startup culture, and I love the energy and emotions we get from this.
So, it's very cool.
A couple of weeks ago, I think there was a chat on Clubhouse when you mentioned Exchange, and I'm super excited about that because I'm helping creators to get some BitCLout out of the BitCLout so they can pay their bills. That's essentially why they invest their time and energy and skills in the first place. So I think it's only fair to give them an opportunity to, get something out of it. And so what you said was it can be dangerous in terms of regulations and things like that. So would you elaborate on that, please?
Yeah, so I think, first off, let me talk about my bias. So I'm in American politics, I'm on the right. So I believe in smaller government. I believe that the American government has grown too big, too powerful. I believe that regulations, or a lot of them, hurt innovation. And I think that innovation slows down the gross domestic product, or the GDP. And I believe that the growth of the GDP actually helps lift up the poor and lift up and create the middle class. So that's my governing philosophy. But what's clear, no matter what side you're on, is that the American government, be that the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, or our Department of Justice, kind of has worldwide reach because of all of our treaties, our massive military influence, our foreign aid packages, even the threat of yanking funding or someone not attending a summit. That's a very powerful threat. And I think for the most part, America yields that power more benevolently than any other country, past or present. But where we have kind of stifled international innovation with Democrats and Republicans is the SEC has said, if you invite Americans onto your website, onto your company, or onto your whatever, you fall under our jurisdiction. You have to follow all these rules. And these rules cost hundreds of thousands of US dollars to comply with. Mm-hmm. So I say all that to say that most people, or nobody's going to be in trouble for exchanging BitCLout for dollars or BitCLout for Ethereum. Who might be in trouble are the risk takers, the people who are creating the solutions, because they can regulate the exchanges.
Mm-hmm.
And the American law basically says if you run a centralized exchange, you have to do KYC. You have to know their name, their birthday, their social security, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Securities and Exchange Commission says that we do this so that we can fight terrorism and we can follow terrorist money. But that's clearly not true. You know, if they were doing that, they'd raise the threshold to maybe KYC if people are moving millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars. But basically, they want any information on anyone who has a couple $1,000. So, so the rules are unfair, but the rules are the rules, and sometimes people should buck them. There have been great moments in history where people have fought for their freedom by ignoring the rules, and there is a lot of value in that. Maybe the only actually value in innovating is in breaking the rules, maybe. But I think that crypto might have a loophole, and that's that if we organize decentralized exchanges or DEXs that don't involve a third party, so no one can get in trouble. It's two people, kind of like BitTorrent, uTorrent, Kazaa, LimeWire. It's very hard for the government to stop two people from randomly communicating with each other if there's no official third party. So I like what everyone's doing in the exchange space, because I know that, you know, you have to be pretty brave to take on the US government. And a lot of people don't think that they're doing that, but they are. And the government is certainly watching. And what I think they're going to do is they're going to pick the most popular one and try to punish the most popular one, because they won't punish everyone. They're not going to punish the customers, but they will choose somebody to make an example of, because that's how government works. It likes to bully people, not just the U.S. government, but governments in general like to bully the individual and send a signal to the rest of the herd as they shepherd us off this cliff with their fiat money.
Yeah, I understand, but I'd say 2 weeks ago, when they made changes to I think account settings, people were talking about BitCLout going on Binance or other massive exchange service, and well, that would require a couple of, I guess, million of dollars to be listed on those, and that's when a lot of other exchanges and mine as well popped up, because since there was an option to do so, people started doing it, and since then nothing happened. So it's not really. My question is, what if it does go on Binance, on one of the big ones that already have KYC and all the regulations in place? Would that be something? How would that change the community and the BitCLout in general?
I don't know. Some people think the price, after crypto projects get listed, they usually go down significantly, as it's the first opportunity for exit for people who originally backed the project. But there's a lot of theories that say this might be different, because the first people who got to participate in this have only been participating for a couple of months. They're also venture capitalists, so they're not looking to double or triple or even 100x their return. They want a 10,000x their return. Here in America, if you exit from one token to another, it's a taxable event. So if you believe this network is going to go on for a year or two, then you probably just hold it anyway. So, and I've been hearing some very curious rumblings about what is going to change when we do get listed on exchanges. I think they're going to change the minting of BitCLout.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to change the projected scarcity. So right now, the projected scarcity and coin supply is up to 19 million, is what we can eventually reach through proof of work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing numbers as low as 14 million. So
Okay.
all that is to say, the price is going to go up or the price is going to go down. But as you mentioned, you sought with your exchange to solve a solution, especially for creators. And I've looked at your exchange. You've limited, the buy and the sell. It's not like you can offload your entire position,
Mm-hmm.
and so that creators can pay their bills and they're trading with other people. And so I think it'll be a sign of maturity, whether it goes down or whether it goes up. And I'm personally, I'm okay with $30 a BitCLout, and I'm okay with $1,000 a BitCLout. That's how wide I think the range is, and how prepared I am personally to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I won't sell at 500 a BitCLout. I won't sell at 600 a BitCLout. 1,000, maybe I'll sell a little bit. 30, I'll sell a little bit. But that's how wide I am and how bullish I am on the entire space.
Mm-hmm.
And so exchanges, they're a necessary part of it. And the developer community is behind that. We were supposed to have open nodes by now,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't. And we're getting stupid updates like TikTok.
Yeah.
So, I want
Diamonds
to
as
see
well.
8 updates. You said what?
I said diamonds as well. I mean, girls love diamonds, but
Yeah, I like the diamonds.
girls
I like paid
nodes
likes.
too.
Yeah. It adds to the economics, right, of the entire community, and
Mm-hmm.
it ties us all together even more so. But TikTok, I'm not so sure.
Maybe it was
So
a low hanging fruit. So
yeah, it was. And it was a little bit of a distraction, a sleight of hand,
yeah.
And I'd rather them just tell us an ETA on the nodes. And I know not everyone on the platform is a geek or a nerd. They don't know that they're waiting for that, because the rest of us who are building are waiting for that. And so in a lot of ways, we're all waiting for that. But I don't know. I love this team, but I do know if I'm only talking positive, then I'm not being fair to their growth. I'm not being fair to my integrity. I'm not being fair to all the listeners. And
Mm-hmm.
so anyway, things are good.
Yeah. Well, the ride is fun for now.
The ride is fun.
Another thing that happened yesterday was the drop of Bitcoin, and it affected the listed price, but the official rate, but it didn't do much on the exchange. People are still buying and selling at average 83 to 95, something like that.
Wow.
So that's kind of a really good marker for me that community still believes, and peer-to-peer is the real value that people assign to it. So if that doesn't it's not shaken by the market, the Bitcoin market, then I'm way more certain than what I'm doing is worth doing.
That's a very good observation. I was wondering what the OTCs were doing. I hadn't looked. I was like, okay, are they dipping down maybe to 75 or 70? But that's an encouraging sign that, yeah, we reduced the ratio between the Bitcoin drop and the BitCLout drop relative to what the market is willing to buy it for.
Yeah, the only thing was that the volume of the sales dropped. Well, I judge by the text that people put and the listings on a couple of exchanges that I'm following, and that would say that maybe a little bit less people are willing to do the transactions, but in general the price is still the same and the transactions are still happening, and people are quite happy to hold who's holding and to trade who's trading. So everything moves on. Nothing serious happened here.
That's good. Let me ask you a question. Why did you choose to, and I again think it was the right decision, limit the orders of selling for your customers?
Sure. So I had two options. I could go and secure a big chunk of BitCLout and crypto to do big exchanges and make money, or I could progress slowly with my own currency, with my own money, and that's what I did. Also, that it limits the risk. And I like bootstrapping. I'm from, startup community, so whenever you can bootstrap, you do that. And I'm not really chasing for money here. I'm trying to create value, and that's also means I'm quite careful, and I listen to what's happening, and I'm watching other creators and other developers, and that allows me to, add to my product. Also,
What?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no.
Yeah. The other thing is I'm testing grounds because from my previous experience, I was working in crypto in 2017 with ICOs, and I was helping to build an exchange. And the guys that I was working with, they have a fully functioning KYC legit exchange, and when the volume would go up in numbers, say, I don't know, 10 times, 100 times the amount of users and the trades, then they would join and help me to exchange to fiat with the same volume. I'm not here for trading big. I'm here to help people. That's my answer.
That's really cool. And it was funny because like when your exchange popped up, it was out of nowhere. Like I didn't see like a pre-announcement or any hype. It was just like, boop. And I was like, is this real? And, and then I was like, wow, it looks real, and I saw, I guess Alistair's, well, you both said that you do UX, but it's a very interesting, I don't know what you'd call that design. It's like just monochromatic, kind of modern. It was just kind of kitschy. It was kind of cool.
Thanks. So idea was to bring it back to BitCLout, because there are bots that have similar logic and they operate the same way. You post your wallets, you send your Bitcoin, you send your USDT or whatever currency they have, and you send your BitCLout, and you get exchanged to your wallet that you mentioned. But it's all happening outside the platform, and I was thinking that that's a lacking feature. That everything should be happening on BitCLout or a node of a BitCLout, rather than Telegram bots or Discord servers.
Yeah,
because that kind of defeats the purpose when you move the party outside the venue. I mean,
yeah,
it should be all like easy to reach and clear, and transactions are also listed on BitCLout. I'm just hoping that the messaging will improve, and then there will be a lot more possibilities and opportunities for products and services to be like bootstrapped on BitCLout.
I'm a big fan of bootstrapping. I think that the biggest thing that a lot of these VCs can do is just become customers of these products, and there certainly is a role for them having some equity, but I don't know. I think that in the tokenized future, startup founders don't need to give away 60 or 70% of their product, or even 50%. And, certainly with the projects that I'm supporting, I don't think I would get involved in any project that was a majority owned by venture capitalists. Not because I don't believe in what they do, but there are other economic models that can't be accomplished in fiat, that can be accomplished here, that scale really well. You can pay immediately your referral traffic. You can pay immediately other parties. You can build smart contracts to measure how much value add someone is in ticket sales, or you know, we can measure hype or try to measure hype. And so yeah, I just think it's really interesting because this space is still, you know,
Fresh.
we love to glorify it, but there is still a lot of the old games and old rules that people are trying to impose on the system. And I would just rather lose a bunch of money pursuing it myself than give it away to partners that only want equity and want to give me money. Now, if they give me money plus an audience, that would be cool.
Yeah.
You know? And there's a couple of venture capitalists on the platform that have their own audience, so they're very valuable. If you can give me money and customers, then that's awesome. But you know, just money, it doesn't sound like a good deal anymore.
No, it's not a good deal. Money is cheap these days.
Yeah.
Even with like a Stream Dream project that we've been working on for a year, we are looking for investors who have either an accelerator program or who have other startups that can complement us. I'm not looking for easy money in my projects. Also, that's with buy and one to buy, one to sell BitCLout, because money is not that important anymore because there's so much of it on the market.
Yeah.
All kinds of it. It's relationships that matter, and that's, in my opinion, one of the reasons why BitCLout is so different from every other platform, that people can build trustful relationships online, and teams can collaborate easily and fast without being blocked by regulations and things like that. So I find it super exciting what's happening here. And team collaborations and what you've done. No trouble. I'll just praise you for a sec. And what you've done with Hyped, I was blown away. How you sold tickets and how the whole thing unwrapped in a couple of days. It was there was a lot to learn from you. So
thanks. It's a complex relationship. So the technology company that built it is called Godo, Godo. They're on the platform. It's led by Joel and Connor, and it's really good. I have a relationship. You know, I've had a relationship with Connor for 3 years, maybe 3 years or so, and a relationship with Joel for about 2 years or so. And so when I came on to BitCLout, I was like, I need to tell like 10 people, but I don't want to explain this. So I sent it to about a couple of people, and I was already working with Godo on other projects to fight censorship by Twitter and YouTube and Instagram. Who knows? YouTube might take down this video because they hate my name.
Oops.
But so when we saw BitCLout, it was like, hey, you guys want to build some projects together? And they were saying yes. So the first one was Clout Members, and that's my project built by them. And the second one is Hype, where they brought me in to work on the design, the launch, the marketing, and then visualize how people could experience it with their body through the computer. And so we did that together, and everything that I thought they should build, they built, and then they built a better version of it. And so they did a really, really good job with the concepts that I came up with. I wonder if I want us to release at some point the original drawings, because, you know, I think good projects are given to you by like an angel, and the final product really resembles a lot of the gift that you were given in your head. A lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times. And this one was very true. You know, there's just a drawing. Actually, hold on, I can bring it up on my phone. There's just a drawing of I save everything on my phone. It's ridiculous. There was a drawing. Okay, here it is. Yeah, it's just like,
Okay.
I mean
Well,
that was
it
just
does
it.
look like it does look like
Yeah.
the thing.
And then there's the clap button.
Yeah,
Oh,
clap button.
anyway,
That
so it was like very early, 16 days before it. We know who the artists are. We tried to partner with someone else at first. They didn't get it, and I don't like explaining things. I like people who just follow right at. If I'm running at 100 miles an hour, someone else has got to be running at 99, or else I don't want to run together. And so we found Mercury and Yellow Red Sparks. They were feeling the vibe. And then I called Godu and I said, hey, by the way, I've committed us to do this concert in 2 weeks. So, and then they're like, oh my God, Ollie, we're doing all this other stuff. And then we didn't work on it for like 7 days. So a lot of people don't know that team really put the product together in about 7 or 8 days. Using a lot of technology we did with BitCLout members. So we did have a head start. And Connor is actually secretly one of the best people when it comes to messing with the API. But we worked right up until 2 minutes after the doors were open. We were still pushing code. And then during the concert, every team had kind of their creative autonomy. So it was very, very federated. Like, we just trusted each other. So it was a good team of like 15 or 16 people who ended up working together. But yeah, hyped, I think, is the best thing to hit BitCLout. And I hope someone else one-ups that and someone else one-ups that, and we can just keep the vibe going.
Yeah, I hope it's going to be us. But I was really like a little bit jealous of how efficient your team was, how cool everything looked, and the button, it was so simple but so efficient. And when I was on the stage, I found myself at the bottom, and then I thought, okay, I was too cheap to buy tickets, so I went and bought some more, and then I was moved to a line with some guys I didn't know, and there were girls that I knew that were down one line. So I thought, now I need to calculate how much to sell to get to the people I like. But it was cool. I loved it, and clapping was super fun, and that was one of the funnest events I've been to online in the last couple of months, and I've been to quite a few events. So.
Yeah, I looked at the archive of y'all's stream dream, and it was really, I didn't get it at first, and I still don't get it, but I see something going on, and I'm just like, when people are so far apart, again, because of the government, I think like it's really important that we simulate very human experiences online. Online cannot just be a broadcast medium only. It has to have some interaction, but too much interaction overstimulates you. And so you have to honor the human intent, but recognize the medium. And too many people are trying to honor the medium and worship the internet god. And I just don't think that that's the right way to build products. So like I have a philosophy, Godu shares that philosophy. I work with other people who share that philosophy. And we knew the first second we came up with the product that the clap button was going to be instrumental in retention and not having audio for everyone. And we knew that one stupid little button could cure that. And every product should be thinking about that. Like, how do we create less friction, but some interaction that keeps retention? And that's it. It's just a very simple problem to solve for, but people really want to overcomplicate it, like 15 emojis and let them do this and this and that. And, I don't know, just, that's not the world I want to live in. We can't scale that large. When you scale, it's a trick from the devil to scale that large to where you need VC money, to where you water down your dream, and then you never get to pursue your original experiment. Yeah. And so, yeah.
So true. So we have a couple of people on Clubhouse listening. Maybe we can invite them to ask questions or tell us their stories. If anyone wants to raise their hand, please do so. I'm checking.
And also the tip feature. So do we tip you and then it appears on screen or what?
Oh yeah, this if you send money to my account or buy my coin, it will appear in the thread. So now we
Nice.
see pay with BitClout, tip me, and some more. So that's one event per time at a time.
Yeah, yeah. We tested it like hour ago and find out a little bug that you can if someone will tip, it will be only one username in this running string. Yeah, we didn't have enough time to fix it, but actually it works. But if someone will tip, they will appear, and if someone will tip again, and another person will be in the string.
Okay, someone tip again. Yeah, because I did a tip like 5 minutes ago, but it didn't show up, so I didn't want to call it out.
Yeah.
But like, someone should tip again. Someone should tip and see it appear.
Okay, maybe Alisher can tip me. So I would like to tell about the raffle we're having later. I'm giving away 1 BitClout for retweet and mention of 3 friends.
What did you say? What is retweet? I don't know what is it.
Sorry, ReClout. Thanks for catching me there. I meant ReClout and mention 3 of your friends, and we will have a raffle overlay in the stream, and we will announce the winner and send him 1 BitClout. Do we have any entrances yet, Alisher?
Yes, I'm on it. I will share a number a little bit later.
Okay, thanks. So another thing I wanted to discuss that is not that fun and cheerful is scamming events on BitClout. So there's like a couple of types that's happening. One is people impersonating other people rug pulling, which I don't know, is it classified as a scam or not? I would. And the other thing is people imposing as escrow accounts and cheating people for money.
Oh yeah.
So, crypto was always known for extra danger in terms of scamming. So nothing new here, but I feel that a lot of energy from the community goes to listing, sharing these events, and some chats that I go to, Russian chats. A lot of times I would find, I would say half of the content related to a scam event or calling out scammers or calling out scam accounts, and I begin to worry that so much energy is spent on this rather than creating creative energy that used creatively, that I start being worried about the community. I don't know. I haven't seen anything like this before. I'd never worked in a social network. Alisher did. Maybe he can join and tell his story, how they were dealing with scam accounts on some Russian social media earlier in the day. But yeah,
it happens every time on every social network. There's a lot of imposters, but here in BitClout, these things are connected with money, and this is where it becomes dangerous. Because if you do it on Twitter or Instagram, it's mostly about followers, this types of scam. But when it happens on BitClout, it's actually robbing people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crypto. I mean, one, the adult world's a scam in general, but there's a lot of scams in crypto, and the BitCLout list team runs the Telegram, and the BitCLout Pulse team runs the Discord. I'm an admin over on the Telegram, and we've done a lot to delete scammers or anybody who just like overhypes themselves. We ban them now, and I think we've seen a decrease in the low hanging fruit scams, but an increase in the highly sophisticated scams like Charcoin and these other things, and it's so horrible. But there's a valuable lesson in the market, and that's that there's no free money. You do need to do your own research. You can't just follow smart people, because smart people's time is pulled in all kinds of directions. So they end up making some really qualified bets, but then they spread their money across and they play the math game that people with less money can't play. So, in a lot of ways, the market is teaching us a very valuable lesson, and we're finding a balance here. It does hurt though. Yeah, it kind of like emotionally sucks, some of these times, and but I guess it's part of growing up.
Yeah, it breaks the trust, but being a grown-up means you do your due diligence before you give away your trust. So
yeah
cool. Well, I guess I've asked all of my questions that I had and spoke about everything I was planning to. If you have any more questions or comments, please do so, and we will wrap up soon.
Yeah, I just think this is an awesome community full of creators. I think I love that you guys are bootstrapping it. I can't wait to this feature with BitCLout donations was very useful to Height. We ended up raising another basically $2,000 USD for the artist because of the we believe because of the plugin, and so we think three things were happening. One, there was a simultaneous clubhouse going on, and people were on there trying to gamify the system. So what you did, a lot of other people are doing, which was buy your way up into the audience. And then the second thing was the text below the video that we would put to engage certain users, causing people to screenshot that and then share it on BitCLout.com. And then obviously the third thing was this awesome tipping feature. And it is funny, just so people know the story, is Alisher approached me and said, hey, I've got this thing and you can use it. And it was this panel, and I said yes. And then I looked at it with the team and I said no, and so then he had to edit it, and then he edited it 2 or 3 more times. Y'all's team edited because as everyone can tell, I love to be on brand. I'm very like anal about that, but I also knew that y'all would appreciate that. Everything had to blend in together. So yeah, we did that. So it was really good for the artist. It was really good for Hype. It feels almost like a core need for us. So it's certainly something that we're going to have to do through BitCLout donations. And the good thing is we don't want to be a promotions company. We want to be a ticketing company. So we're building a marketplace networking thing internally, so people can say, hey, if you saw this concert, here's all the vendors that were active in that concert, so that the artists can go a la carte and build their own event, and we just do ticketing and whatever agreement they have with everyone else they have with them. And so yeah, it was just very, very powerful, and I think that everybody building products in the space just really needs to think about what are subtle ways you can gamify it in a way where everyone wins, but there's a way that the people with a lot of money can win more. And it can be both equitable and be filled with merit. There is a great balance that can be achieved, or maybe not even balance. There's a great paradox that can be achieved because everyone felt whole, but the rich people felt more whole. And so we ought to design products that look like that because it will bridge the gap of the philosophies. Instead of finding an answer between the left and the right, the socialists and the capitalists, everybody distracts each other with a better solution. So maybe we don't solve the debate at all. We just come up with a better solution. And we as humans, I feel like we've forgotten that over the past couple of decades. We've forgotten how to dream and how to have a debate or solution outside of the paradigm of what we're experiencing now. Everyone wants to paint everyone as good or evil, and we're losing nuance, and we're not wanting to give up. And there's just more fun games to participate in. Why waste time? And so for me, that's what BitCLout's about. I have put my political life on pause. I'll get back to that, and I'm still going to be a polarizing figure to some. But the act of creation and through BitCLout is more fun right now. And so just want to applaud you for building, and Alisher for building, and y'all's team for building. And in some areas, maybe we'll be competitors. In other areas, we'll be collaborators. And I think that that's what's exciting about this kind of economy that we're building.
Same.
Totally agree. Diana, we have a guest on the stage, and then we should do our giveaway and finish our stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it Reinelf? Reinelf.
Yes.
Hi.
Yeah, it's Rhino here. Thanks for bringing me up. I was gonna ask a question about the pay with BitCLout option. Is that okay, or this Stream Dream related?
Yeah, we delayed a little because there's a lot of things going on BitClout blockchain. There's a lot of updates, but we super near the alpha line. I already tested alpha a couple of times. I ran into some very nasty bugs, and we should fix them before we will go in public. But work is going on, and we will be live soon.
Okay,
was,
great.
Was
Yeah,
your question answered?
Kinda. I visited the page, and so I've been seeking it out. I did a post on it. I'm on the waiting list. I did a clout with the friend referral, and then I guess the link is broken. It turns up to a 404.
Yeah,
So,
thank you. We'll check it out. We'll check it out right after the stream. Thank you for sharing it.
yeah. But it's exciting. What was your plan? How do we sell stuff? Or is it like a platform like OpenSea or something different?
We start simple. We start just with selling copies, but in our backlog, we have a task, and we already researching it, how to make it like NFT on a BitClout, like BitClout NFT something, because we have all information we need for it. We have buyer identity, we have creator artist identity, we have a fact of transaction, we have a value of transaction. It's enough. We just need to find a way to mint content somehow on the cloud blockchain, and then it will be more like NFT. But for the first release, it will be just digital copies that will be bought, and artists will be paid in BitClout after the transaction.
So the stuff will be hosted on a different platform?
Yep. But we will sell actually file to the buyer. It will be on the first version. We just need to start from something, and then we have developers that research. We have our own node, and we research how to connect all the dots and make it fully blockchain.
And this will be transaction through BitClout or ETH or some
It,
other.
it will be through BitCloud. We have bots that can process transaction through the Pay with BitCloud account. We will cut some fees, and then we'll send payment to the artist.
Great. Sounds exciting. Thank you.
Thank you. I like this project so much, and uh, uh, mm, I very I super thrilled, and I wait to see it live as no one else.
Thank you, Alisher. So
Thank you, Reinald, for the question. Yeah, it's really very important for me. Thank you for asking it. And we will check your case with waiting list right after the stream. Diana,
should we what?
should we proceed to give away?
Yeah, yeah. I've already put four of the people who donated on the Ruffle page, and I
It's
will
not
say,
donated, Diana.
nope.
It's
Sorry, it's
those
reclouded.
who made the cloud and
Thanks for holding my hand and picking up my slacks. Alisher. So that's coming back to how it is to work with your fiance. He always picks up my slack, so it's pretty good. So yeah, I will say bye to Ali now, and I will.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, and I will put the
Appreciate
page
it.
up. Thank you so much for coming, and I would love to have you again and speak again sometime soon.
It was a lot of fun, and I wish you guys a lot of success.
Same with you. Bye. So I will just pop the page and share it with you guys, and I will start the raffle. Yeah, Alisher, you ready?
yeah, stream is a little bit delayed, but yeah, I'm here. I'm not seeing this page right now on the stream.
Okay. So I'm starting, and I will tell who's the winner. Here we go. It's Joel Northrop.
Wow, super cool. Can you do it right now? Just open BitClout and send it.
Sure. That is perfect timing. So I do send my BitClout. Put my public key. One. Send. Okay. And success. All done. Thank you so much. It was a lovely stream with everyone, and see you all next time.